Hey, good hiking, everybody. It's gonna take a while to get all the grown-ups over this bridge, so we're gonna take a short rest. Everybody have a snack and rest your toes, okay? Oh, hi, Harkus. How's Grotto doing?
He's good. Even when he feels upset, you can pet him behind his ears and he forgets. Right, Grotto?
How are you doing?
I got a bit tough for my brother and Grotto, so I'm fine.
You know, Harkus, being tough doesn't mean you're never hurt. It just means when you're hurting, you stay safe and stay brave until you can find the help you need. Just like you did when we came to the village.
Oh, well, in that case, my feet are hurting a little. I've never walked so far from the village in my whole life.
Oh my gosh, no wonder. I can see your foot through your shoe. And look, you stayed brave until you found the help you needed. Feats are my specialty.
Don't worry about me, Winnie. Save your magic.
Oh no, this is easy. There. How's that?
Wow. Yeah, that does feel better. I always thought magic was making fireballs and turning people to toads. But I like your magic. Taking hurt away is a good trick. How did you get your powers?
Well, my powers come from the Way Warden, but he is really far away.
Then how did you learn to use them?
Have courage. Safe respite lies just over the bridge. Follow Irina. She will show you the way.
My dad taught me.
Hey Dungeoneers, thanks so much for joining us for another episode of the Strahdcast. If you like what we do here, remember to follow us on YouTube or subscribe via your favorite podcast app to get notified every time we release new episodes. Thanks again, and take your listen with advantage.
When last we left our heroes, Strahd has been momentarily dispatched, but the work for our heroes is only beginning. Danica arrived to take stock and begin planning what to do with the newly liberated villagers. After some discussion, it was decided to house them in the reconstituted Argynvostholt. Even compared to their previous heroic deeds, moving a whole village is no easy task. With some stirring words from Irina and our heroes, they began the long march back to Vallaki. What awaits them upon their return to the Alliance stronghold? Find out now on the Strahdcast.
Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Shuffle off this mortal coil and transport yourselves to the far, foggy realm of Barovia.
We'll say, we had that first night, everyone bedded down, got up the next morning. Where we're actually going to come back in on our heroes is right outside of Vallaki, or sort of closing in on the city of Vallaki. Maybe you can see the newly minted walls in the distance as this sort of caravan of refugees, villagers rescued from the village of Barovia, leading them to Vallaki as a sort of temporary measure before finding a more permanent home for them, which at this point the plan is to start setting folks up in the currently under construction hold of Argynvostholt. Our heroes gathered leading at the head of this train. This whole day has just been spent kind of like making sure everything is running smoothly, making sure people have what they need in order to be able to transit. So just take a moment. What have your activities been in this time as we transit from the former village of Barovia back to Vallaki?
Kaz spent the entire previous day recovering from all that necrotic damage.
Yeah.
So assuming she got a full rest, she has woken up with her regular strength. She's back to her normal self. And I think perhaps dealing with a little bit of I think she has a bit of a guilt complex for appearing weak, even though that was very well justified. But then also tried to alleviate that by positioning herself as the vanguard of the caravan.
Perfect.
So I think as we're moving, I imagine, and Olaf, you can contradict me if you so choose, but I would imagine that Olaf would assume the scout role,
scouting ahead,
and then Kaz would stay with the group, but at the front of the group, weapons drawn, just the breakwater.
Being so tall and broad, it's easy to identify where the head of the column is if someone needs to know where the right direction to go is.
She's the lady holding the flag in the Disney tour group. Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. And great. Yeah.
Which I think is almost perfect. So I think you're the one that I just check in with. I check in specifically with you, range out, come back, range out. So it's quick interactions between me and you. and then you are just that.
Just picturing Olaf,
figurehead,
like running across the path. Nothing to report.
That's great. Yeah.
Saw some wolves, but they looked like they were well fed.
I'm going to say...
Okay. Oh, there he goes.
I'm going to say it's been 2 days, just based on the number. You can make it in a day if it's just you in the horse cart.
Yeah.
But with this huge number of people and the things, like, they've loaded themselves up with as many possessions as they can carry.
And the elderly,
yeah, and so
sick.
I'm going to say it's been like 2 days getting back to Vallaki.
Grandfather clock strapped to her back.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
This was my grandmother.
I was going to say that we cut to this, like, the back of the wagon, and Drogar's in there with, like, an elderly man, and he's, like, clutching his chest. He's like, and you just see Drogar, and he's got his vestments on, and he's like, breathe easy, friend, breathe easy. And he's casting healing energies on him, you know, and the man's like,
yeah, I see it. I totally see it. Like, he was walking along and, like, collapsed on the side of the road.
Yeah.
So you still see people passing by as Drogar is attending to this fallen man.
And Drogar is like Aragorn in Lord of the Rings with the column. He's like, bring him up, bring him up, bring him up. And they're like bringing him up, and so like he's good, and he's like, thank you, and they kind of help him out the back, and Drogar's like, next, bring the next one in, and somebody else is like, my stomach hurts, you know, it's like whatever it may be, and Drogar is just like being the healer,
yeah, attending to needs, sort of on the go.
Yeah. The food's not great. They're they're malnourished. They're
mostly surviving on the mushrooms you gathered, I think.
And the pies, like we I was thinking about this like all this week, is like we have like 100 people here traveling 2 days with no food, no nourishment, no horses. Like, it's grueling.
A rough start to their brand new life.
Going through withdrawal.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's real.
So wait, who's on the front with Desi? Is that you, Kaz? Are you like up front?
I think I'm on foot.
You're on foot.
Yeah.
So maybe
I'll be like walking probably not far from Desi, but
is Winnie, or maybe it's Irina.
Yeah,
or that. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe Irina's
and
right.
she's sitting.
Yeah, I think Irina's up towards the head of the column, so maybe she's riding along in the cart.
I think that Winnie would make it her responsibility to like be mingling about among the people mostly. Yeah. Everybody's got their post, and I think I'm in motion. And I think I end up like, how many kids are there among this group?
Like, all told, there's like 20 children.
Yeah,
in the midst.
I think that this grueling of a hike with kids gets to be really stressful for both them and the parents. So I think that I'm making rounds, like kind of drawing the kids away to give the grown-ups a breath.
Like a Pied Piper kind of situation.
Yeah, and I'll like get a group of kids together, and I'll be walking and telling them a story. Just one of the stories from our adventures. Just tell them about Yester Hill.
Yeah, that's great.
And get them away from the parents for a little bit, get their minds on something else. And I think that that's kind of my thing. I'm like storytelling among the group, entertaining the kids.
I love that. I imagine Pasha also joining you in that venture.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. I bet he does some fun druid stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. Like making animals out of like twisting vines and leaves and sticks and stuff. Yeah. That's great.
I think we see Drogar, kind of like peel open the tent flap and go, Irina!
Yes, Master Drogar.
Can you see Vallaki?
The walls are coming into view. We're almost there.
Oh, good. These people can't take much more of this, my dear.
They shan't have to. We're very nearly there.
Hold him down! He just goes back to like...
They've endured worse already, Master Drogar. Have faith in them.
He comes out, blood on his hands. It's not working!
Hot water.
Hot water.
I can't operate on this, Mumford. He's my son.
Well, I've done all I can do.
Great. And Olaf, yes, scouting ahead. That's perfect. So we're actually going to come in on Olaf then. And I'm going to imagine, you are also joined by a cadre of rangers from Krez, who mostly stay out of sight, patrolling the woods on either side of the road. And the less you see of them, probably the safer you end up feeling. But I'm going to say you're joined by Asher, because we haven't seen him in a while.
Oh, Asher!
Yeah, right? And you're sort of scouting ahead. You're very close now, maybe an hour away from Vallaki, and you're starting to see the up on the hill, the walls of the city come into view. You're moving through the underbrush, and you hear a shaking, and maybe you even, draw and level your bow, but it's Asher emerging. And he says, oh, just me. No points on this book, I'm afraid.
What do you got to say, lad?
Oh, well, only that it is good to be amongst the company of such fine woodsmen again.
Aye, well,
we're glad to have you.
I don't believe we've much had the pleasure. I'm Asher, Chief Ranger of the Crest Cove Rangers.
Skogr Olaf, former head scout for the Berserkers.
I've always had a fine appreciation for the folk of the mountain. Much of our lore was passed on from your ken, if I understand it right.
You are one of the few civilized folk that I didn't despise.
Well, we tried to keep ourselves a little uncivilized for just such a purpose.
One with nature is the way to be.
Aye, indeed. Well, we're nearly there, and road's been quite clear, almost, at the risk of hexing us, almost suspiciously clear, wouldn't you say?
Aye, but we do travel with the boss of werewolves, so I've been chalking it up to that.
Formidable company indeed.
Aye. I don't think you've had the pleasure of seeing the little one do her work, but I wouldn't mess with her.
She has accomplished wonders beyond anything I could have imagined. Killed an angel sent from heaven, far as I could see, up in the abbey.
That and stomped the head werewolf's head into mush.
And aren't we all grateful?
That we are.
At this point, Olaf, give me a perception check.
Oh, first roll.
Welcome back. Roll some dice.
That's a dirty 20.
Oh, yeah, no trouble. As you stand in amongst the brush, having this brief chat with Asher of the Crest Cove Rangers, out of the corner of your eye, you catch view of something, a silvery streak, a bit of unnatural light in the darkened underbrush of the forest surrounding the Svalich Road. What would you like to do?
Would you say it was about fox size?
It might just be.
I think so. Where is it compared to Asher? Is it like behind?
You see, like you're looking at him, his auburn locks flowing delicately in the breeze. Maybe over his shoulder, you see it like swish past between some bushes.
All right, lad, you take the lead. Let me scout the flank over here, and I'll just make my way off on my own.
Mountain folk instincts at work. I hope your road stays quiet.
And I think like he's a little distracted, so that's all he gets is like a little whoop as he makes his way. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Yeah, you do so. So you get over to where you saw it. Why don't you give me a survival check?
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you fucker. 11.
That's fine. You kind of go to where you saw it pass between, and you look down into this small patch of like sodden, muddy ground. There's a tiny little footprint with no other footprints surrounding it. It doesn't look like it's a game trail or anything. It looks like it was pretty specifically put there for someone to find.
Oh, I'm following it.
Yeah, great.
Oh, yeah.
It's not too long before you kind of come to this clearing in the forest. And what you see before you are these 4 patches where the ground is frosted. All around, it's sort of a muddy, wet forest floor, but in these like 4 pretty distinct, pretty huge patches, it's like a winter chill has settled into the ground just in these 4 different spots.
My initial instinct is because I right or wrong, took the initial snowfall as a good sign. I'm thinking this is a good thing. Do I know anything about like berserker gods or anything that are associated with cold?
With cold?
Or like frost or ice?
Good question. Why don't you give me a history check?
Yes.
Ned's 1 die only was good for me once. A natural 17 for a 17.
Attaboy.
Yeah. Beautiful. In the Berserker lore, because the Berserkers also before the coming of Strahd, and even before the coming of the Zenobians to the valley, the folk of the mountain sort of shared that domain with giants who inhabited the mountains. And it was said that the giants were the ones who brought on the winter. When they migrated down the slope of the mountain into the valley, that's when winter settled in. And then when they retreated back up into the very tips of the mountain tops, that is when winter would recede. And you know that there are no longer any giants left, another victim of Strahd's conquests. You weren't a member of the party when everyone met Balachko, but ostensibly he's the very last.
Okay. Now, giants, there was no animosity between them. It was just like they did their thing and brought the weather. And
Not anymore.
Like almost like gods to the berserkers.
Kinda, yeah. They are
Demigods,
quite literally. I think the berserkers would have thought of them as quite literally the bones of the earth. Like they were made. Okay. They're a primordial being that is sprung from the red earth, and so they worship them the way they worship all other natural phenomena. Okay, does that make sense?
Yeah. So then, with no fear, I walk into like the middle of this area, trying to like look around for some sign. Like I feel like the land or some higher being is trying to tell me something.
Yeah. So you make your way over to these 4 just kind of distinct spots in the earth. Give me another perception check.
Perception for 16.
16? Respectfully. As you move...
Respectfully.
Thank you.
Dude, that's so good. That sounded like it was recorded. Like,
I don't know how he does it. Ned just like prints voice lines.
Respectfully.
Yeah, I don't know how he does it.
Yeah, which one's which? Which one is him saying it? Which one's the...
Respectfully.
I don't know. Respectfully.
So, moving amongst these patches of earth, which are covered in frost, it is only once you move amongst them that you start to notice they are vaguely humanoid in shape. As if, kind of like, when at a crime scene, you get the chalk outline. It almost looks like that, except also all filled in with frost. And as you are moving amongst them, again out of the corner of your eye, you see that flash of light. And coming from the underbrush is a silvery fox, ethereal in nature, almost as if it is made from candlelight. Its feet temper to fine points like the tip of a candle, and its ears and tip of its tail flicker, like a dancing flame. And in fact, Ty, I can send you.
We actually asked Lazyfire to help us out with something.
No way.
I just texted it to the group chat.
Wow.
You see?
Damn, that thing looks trustworthy.
Thank you, Lazyfire.
Thank you, Lazy.
Yes.
It looks like Zuma.
It does look like Zuma.
It does. It's a very flowy, wavy Zuma.
When Zuma curls up, I call him my little Arctic fox.
No. You see it emerge from the brush and stand. Why don't you give me an animal handling check?
Oh, God,
okay. Woof.
I gotta pick a good die, okay?
Yeah, you got this.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right.
That'll do the trick.
That's what I've picked.
That's the one.
That's a natty 19 for a 22.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
22. You see it emerge, and it kind of pads its way towards you. And you can see it's as it moves closer and closer, even though it has sort of this ethereal body, its movements indicate just like any other animal would do. As you see it move forward, it kind of moves forward in slow motion, panting a little bit, brows furrowed and ears side to side, all indications of an animal that is undergoing fear and anxiety. And all of a sudden it kind of starts running towards you and leaps up towards you as if to like put its front paws into your chest. But as it moves through the air and makes contact with your body, it vanishes. Just as it does, the earth beneath your very feet starts to shake.
Oh my gosh.
What do you want to do?
Oh.
I feel like this is like a sign. Like even though I think I'm actually wrong, like I don't feel like I'm in danger. I feel like this is like it's trying to tell me something. So I think like I'd like try to back up a little bit, like out of the range of the shaking earth or whatever. But like I'm not trying to run. Like,
you want to see what comes.
Like I think God is coming to tell me what I need to do to kill Strahd or something. Like
sure.
My moment to be helpful. I think like he kind of like steps back and just like it's like what am I missing?
You stand there and the earth begins to rumble and shake until an enormous blue-gray skinned hand, like the length as tall as you are, just a forearm as tall as you are, bursts from the earth and slams down its deep dark blue cracked nails, digging into the earth. As it pulls itself up, a shoulder emerges and then the back of a head covered in pale, stringy, wiry white hair. as a desiccated, blue-skinned face begins to emerge from beneath the earth as what looks to be an undead giant.
Oh, shit!
Begins to emerge you are not far away from the main road, and the whole caravan of villagers coming by, and then another as 4 of these
No!
begin to pull themselves out of the earth. What do you want to do?
Oh my god!
Yeah, so I think I only take like a couple steps back, and I'm just like in shock, and I'm just like, no, this can't be. No. And I just take like not even in the frame of mind to run or anything. I just take a few steps back, and then I just like turn and like yell, just like, run!
Yeah!
Oh shit!
And I just like then like pull my bow and stand my ground.
Oh my god!
Oh shoot! Okay, all right. Okay. So the rest of you, everybody, give me a perception check. Back in the caravan.
Ah, shit.
Oh no.
Natty 17 for 21 with me.
14 for me.
21, 14. 13. Okay, so I'm gonna say everybody hears you're making your way along in the caravan. Things proceeding super smoothly, and then all of a sudden, like a thunderclap, you hear Olaf's voice like shudder through the air. Birds take off from the canopy above, and like. As that settles in the air, the villagers start muttering back and forth to each other. What's going on? And Irina's looking around. What is it? What's happened?
Drogar hops out of the back of the canopy, and he's like hastily like putting his pauldron on and like grabbing his mace and his shield, and he's like, "Everyone, remain calm. Stay where you are."
As you do that, I come pushing up through the crowd from wherever I was, like grab my bag out of the back of the cart.
Everybody stay precisely where you are. We are going to find out what's going on. Kaz with me, come now.
Really? Stay where you are? He said run.
That's on second thought, that's a good idea. Everybody take 30 steps back. Everybody down the road.
Okay, Irina, I think lead the people towards the village. Maybe pick up the pace a little bit.
Yes, I think that's very prudent. I'll get the people to Vallaki, find out what's going on, and you catch up with us.
Go, everyone go. Continue, after her.
Yes, I think...
As Kaz said, because I'm a blithering idiot who's been drinking. I've been drinking the morphine out of the bag in the back of the wagon.
Physician, heal thyself! Kaz will like...
As you wish.
Kaz will run down the line and just... Yeah, I think we'll like try to sort of take on the spirit of what Drogar was going for. It's like,
stay calm, pick up the pace. Move towards the city walls. They are in sight. Follow Irina. Go!
Come, people, the city awaits. We need not dawdle any further. And she gives Desi a whip of the rein, and all of you heading off into the woods.
Yeah, I passed by the kids that I was just talking to, and I said, "See, it's really exciting."
Yeah.
Guy asked, I was like, "Why are we going so fast?" She's like,
"Because they just opened up the kegs over at the Blue Water. You better move and get some before they're all out. Run."
Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Hang on while I get the map out, because we're going into it, y'all.
A map.
Here's how we're gonna do, because this is the way that things fell out. Ty, I'm gonna give you a surprise round on the Giants.
Okay.
Then we're gonna do a round. Then everyone else will arrive.
Nice. Oh, bless you.
okay.
Oh my god.
Since that's the way things fell out.
Shooketh.
So let me get everybody's initiative just to start with. Initiative. Everybody roll initiative. Drogar.
15.
Kaz.
12.
Olaf.
17.
Winnie.
5.
So, Olaf, you are first in initiative, so you're just going to take 2 turns in a row.
Wow! Okay.
So you have a surprise round as they're, like, emerging from the earth, and then, time is yours.
I think my first round, I'm taking, like, trying to reason with them, and I'm just like, no, this isn't right. You're from the land. You should be with us. What are you doing?
As they emerge from the earth, you look at them, Olaf. You see no light in their eyes. You know giants to be mythical creatures capable, like unto gods. But you see none of that life, none of that power, none of that intelligence in them now. Give me a nature or perception or insight or survival.
Okay, so a 10 perception.
Yeah. It seems even these mighty creatures unto gods themselves can be turned and used as tools of the devil Strahd von Zarovich.
Yeah, so like during that initial turn, I think he takes like a 5-foot step back, and that's it. And he's just like, no, this isn't right.
That's great.
His second turn, like seeing that, like, no, like these fucking things are coming after you.
Yeah, it feels like they were put here specifically like as a trap. They were buried here by the side of the road, knowing this caravan of passengers was going to be coming by.
The land is turning against us.
Oh shit! Oh god!
Like, what did we do?
Baby boy.
And so yeah, he takes like a step back and then like realizes like it's fight or die at this point. So then he'll just take aim at the nearest one, and the middle two are 10 feet apart, right?
Yeah, they're each within 10 feet of each other.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so if you aim for either of the two in the middle, you'll get another one.
Cool.
And in fact, you could probably get 3 if it's like a 10-foot radius you're working with.
Hell yeah. Okay. So I take my 5-foot step for the first one. So I'm going to take a shot with my bursting arrow at this guy. So
Number 3?
So I'll get the furthest on my left, and then the center right also, if I hit.
He's back, baby! He's back! Nat 20! Natural 20! Natural 20! Through the giants!
So, as a nat 20 on my bursting arrow, which I imbue my arrow with force energy drawn from the School of Evocation. This is
One of
my
the-
bow.
yeah,
my
one- the
arcane
silver
shot.
bow, yeah.
The arrow detonates after the attack. Immediately after the arrow hits the creature, the target and all others within 10 feet of it take 2d6 force damage.
Hell yeah, roll away, brother.
All right.
Roll away. So that means both the arrow and the force damage are all doubled.
Hell yeah. Okay.
That's 46 force
46.
damage.
Yeah, baby.
All right.
Roll them away, brother.
All right. That is 13 points of force damage
For all 3.
for all 3.
Fabulous.
Damn.
And then the bow damage, right?
Yeah, which is also doubled.
12 points of damage to the center guy. And then...
3.
What'd I say? 13.
13 points of force
13
damage,
to
you
the
said.
other.
Yeah. For all 3.
Yeah, cool.
Fabulous. Yeah, so you just you pull back, release this arrow, and the rest of you moving your way through the forest just hear like a thunderclap.
And then I think I give another run!
Yeah.
And then I will back up. Well, actually, I got another shot.
Yes, you sure do.
Yeah, so I'll take another shot. I can't use another arcane shot, can I?
I think you can, as long as you can do it a number of times.
As long I have 3 total times.
Yeah, so you could, if you want to use both of them here, go for it.
Hell yeah. I'm going to use it again.
While they're all scrunched together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Might as well, right? I'm going to say that's going to hit. It's a 17 on the die.
Yeah, that'll hit.
That's a 27 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do.
Holy shit!
Are you putting sharpshooter on these bad boys?
Not on this one because I'm doing my arcane shot. I don't think I can do both, right?
I think you could do a sharpshooter anytime you hit with a weapon attack. It's just before you make an attack with a ranged weapon, you can choose to take a -5. If that attack hits, you add a +10. So
So that
still
has
could.
nothing to do with...
No, you can combine them. Yeah, you can combine them.
I'll use that next time. I feel like at this point I already...
I'll give it to you
took
for the
shot.
second one if you want. I'll give it to you for the second one.
Because you're at 27, so if you -5 from that,
That's like
that's
would,
23.
I would do it every time, but I thought because I did the arcane shot, I could.
No, you can still do it on the arcane shot. Yeah.
All right, I'll do it on the second one then. If
That's fine.
we
Take it
feel
away.
like that's
Take it
cool.
away.
Okay.
Just on the probability, unless you're fighting like a really, really high AC enemy, it makes sense to just always use it.
Yeah.
All right, cool. And with the arcane shot.
Sharpshooter, great weapon master, but some of the best feats in the game.
Yeah, Trevor helped me make a real cool character. Oh, hell yeah. 12 points plus the 10, so 22 to the center. And then... and then another 5 for the bursting arrow.
Nice.
All 3 of them?
Everyone, yeah.
Let's go.
And then I will back up 30 feet.
Smart.
and then I'm getting the fuck out of Dodge!
And then I think I will also, with the backing up, after giving the 2 shouts of run, I'll give a, there's giants!
There you go.
I think Drogar.
Yeah.
Giants!
I look up at you.
Come Winnie, quick!
Let's say, can we say that just like in the Balachko fight, I reach up and I swing up onto your shoulder?
On my shoulder.
Yeah, like Legolas on the horse in the two towers. Yeah.
Legolas.
And you just imagine like Drogar's like his like inverted legs. You know, he's got those like back leg, like those like velociraptor legs. He's like long striding through the snow.
If they ever remake those movies, I want to play Legolas. Start the petition now.
Oh, I will sign that.
You heard
right
him, folks.
fucking
Get
now.
it going, Gaggo. Get it going. Only if I can be Gimli on my knees.
Yeah, and you can be Gimli. I want to be.
He's only twitching because my axe is in his brainstem.
I want to be I Am No Man, and you have to be Liv Tyler.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Liv Tyler.
Warner Brothers, please.
Yeah, I feel like I'm Boromir.
Yes.
It's all set.
And that moment where like, fuck it,
I'm there, asshole.
Twist my arm. I'll be Aragorn. Never mind. And that moment where we're laying there and you're like,
I'm like, bro, I fucked up.
and I'm like, it's okay. You can die now.
Boromir was a hero, dude. Boromir was a hero. He overcame it. He rejected the will of the ring and he saved Merry and Pippin's life.
I'm like, don't mug me off, bruv.
Every one of those arrows that hits Boromir's hurts, man.
Okay.
All right, you see me, dude? I got like 4 fucking arrows in me, man.
Okay, it's the Giants' turn. Here we go.
Oh no!
Fuck!
That was so funny.
Okay, here we go. So,
okay,
they emerge from the earth.
He's up.
God, I'm so scared.
I'm nervous for our friend.
They gotta
Olaf,
have more
our
movement
good son
speed than I
Olaf
do.
over here.
Giants are not to be fucked
Tyler,
with,
just come
man.
back.
I was meant to be the sacrificial lamb.
There's no way they could reach him. They might be able to throw something at him, but like they each get 1 round.
Number 4 pulls an enormous boulder from the earth as it emerges.
There it is. You have to say something.
Pulling from those huge rock. You see this all the time in New England, along hiking trails and stuff. There's just these huge random boulders everywhere, and they were deposited there by glaciers. So he just pulls this enormous chunk of stone from the earth as he rises up out of the ground, and throws it, and it like you can hear it pinwheeling through the air towards you, Olaf. That is a 19 to hit.
Oh yeah, that'll hit.
Oh dear. Oh, these guys are not gonna miss.
Oh no.
Oh yikes, these guys are not gonna miss. This is not gonna feel great.
Giants fuck you up, man. Very deadly.
10-foot reach in all directions.
Why did I do this? Why did I do? Because I always think like that I'm gonna like smash you all, and then you run train on whatever enemies I've prepared. So this time I'm like, let's see how 4 fucking undead frost giants handle them.
And now we're like,
And then he has one moron that decides to fight him by himself. Oh wait, also, speaking of being undead, my longbow attacks are radiant damage, if that helps.
Good, nice.
Very good, very good. Okay. So this rock tumbles through the air, Olaf, and I imagine you have to like dive out of the way a little bit, but like it catches you just a bit. As it impacts, maybe it shatters in little bits of stone, like cut across your flesh for 16 points.
Oh!
16 points of bludgeoning damage. Number 2.
damn, they got high fucking initiatives.
Is going to.
Well, this is the round that we haven't made it to yet.
Oh, this is the surprise round.
No, this is.
The rounds had already happened. This is the round where we haven't made it there yet.
Y'all are in transit. At the top of next round, you will join.
And then Olaf will get another round, and then we'll show up.
Correct.
Got it.
Okay, number 2 is going to rush.
Oh, fuck.
Tearing through the forest.
Fuck, Olaf.
Oh my.
He's going to dash.
Oh god.
Yeah, he's good.
That's good though, because that means he can't. That's his action.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Jesus.
Nah, he's gonna get right up there.
Should he just move?
Oh, but he might.
They have 40-foot movement speed.
Range.
And a dash.
So 80 feet is his dash.
But dash is an action, so that means.
Correct. Yeah.
Ideally, that means he can't attack.
Yeah.
Buddy.
Number 1 is also going to dash.
Probably in AOO range if I back out.
But before they get to attack again, we will emerge. So.
And number 3 is going to throw a rock. 15 to hit.
Misses!
Yeah! Hell yeah. Goes wide.
Here.
Goes wide. Goes wide. Goes wide. That's going to bring us to the end of turn 1. We are back. Olaf, it is you, and the rest of you, I'm going to say, are like on your turn emerging onto the battlefield.
Yes.
Lovely.
Skirting out through the trees.
Akira slide.
I'm going to back out 30 feet. So I'll take the AOOs if there are.
You're going to try and retreat?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's fine. Yeah, you want to try and kite them. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they are going to get AOOs. Here they go. 23 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
Ooh, this hurts.
Gee whiz. Ned is stressed out about giants over there.
Dude,
Ned doesn't like giants.
If you end your turn within the 10-foot reach of a giant, and it has a chance on its turn to do a full attack on you, if it crits once, permadeath.
My God.
The thing with giants is that they're easy to hit, but they hit fucking hard.
They hit like a freight train.
So it's really easy. Like if you have like half HP, it is deceptively easy to just get taken out.
Oh, I'm also sorry, Ty.
You're done.
I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh.
As these creatures move in on you, the warmth is sucked from the air around you, and you can see their skin. It's like they've been sitting out in a blizzard overnight. Their undead skin is covered in a delicate frost.
Like rime?
Yeah.
What is wrong with me? Sorry.
Constitution saving throw.
13.
As the warmth from around you is pulled from the air, you feel that chilling cold that like gets into your bones. You can't make more than one attack.
Oh! Is he slowed?
Or take a bonus action.
No!
On this turn.
Just this one turn?
Just this turn, yeah.
Is he slowed, like, for the intents and purposes of this?
It's not exactly slowed, but kind of, yeah.
Kind of.
Slowish. He's slower.
And it doesn't affect his movement at all. The first AOO goes off.
The cavalry's about
You feel that cold sink in. You instantly start shuddering. Goose pimples erupt all over your body as it brings up a massive fist and brings it down on you.
No.
For... That is tough. 34 of bludgeoning damage.
Oh my
This is
God.
a real fucking fight, guys.
Okay.
That's giants, man. That's giants.
Another one is going to go for a 14 to hit.
Miss.
Yes. Will miss.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
One goes to strike you with a fist and it misses, and the other one just I think kicks you and sends you flying into the trunk of a tree. But now you can move away.
Hang on, Olaf! We're coming! Coming!
And now I have no bonus action and only one attack.
Gracious me.
I gotta figure out what's considered a bonus action out of my moves.
I'll tell you. Tell me what you want to do, and I'll tell you if it's a bonus.
Okay. Are either of them the ones that I hit already?
The 2 has not been hit. 1 has.
Okay. I'm just going to take a shot at number 1 with my sharpshooter.
This has actually worked out. I know this seems super dangerous, but this has worked out great because this now means no villagers are going to be in danger.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, please.
Still dangerous, but
Still
dangerous for us.
possibility of a TPK. On the tip.
That's always a possibility. We're at 15.
With the sharpshooter, 15 to hit. No, I'm sorry. A dirty 20 to hit.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, that'll do.
Yeah.
And this is at number 1 or 2?
1.
Great. Just fire it away.
That is 11
Points?
radiant. And then I'm going to use my action surge.
Nice!
Yeah, that's right.
Action surge!
And so I will back up 30 more feet.
Perfect.
And then I'll just take another shot at... Who did I shoot at last time? Number 1?
Number 1.
At numero uno.
Number 1?
15 to hit.
Yes.
Nice. Nice.
10 plus 11, so another 21.
Come on.
Another 21
so
points on
two-
number 1.
Yep, so 42 points in this 2 rounds.
I didn't miscalculate.
To number
I didn't
1.
miscalculate.
No, you're good. You're good.
I didn't miscalculate.
You're good. You're good.
And that will end my turn.
Fabulous. Okay, that is going to bring us now to Drogar entering the battlefield.
Wowie.
Drogar moves forward and sees the giant. 1, 2. I think I have a movement speed of
25, you said, because you're old. Remember, my movement speed is 25 because I'm old.
So I move up next to Olaf, and I pull out my mace and my shield, and I point it forward, and I go, "Children of Adam, Servants of Thrym, your power holds nothing here! And he throws his mace into the air and pulls it down and casts Dawn.
Oh my god.
Right here.
Wait! What's that, though?
Yeah,
What you mean?
what does that do?
Ned is always pulling out these spells I didn't even know existed. This is great.
Dawn! The light of dawn shines down on a location you specify within range until the spell ends. A 30-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder of bright light glimmers there. The
Try out
light,
your dawn, bro.
the light is sunlight.
Wow, this spell is nuts, dude.
When the cylinder appears, every creature in it must make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, that's a 23
That passes.
and a 23.
Okay, so they both pass. So you're going to take half damage of 4d10 radiant.
Let's go.
12 radiant damage for both of them. And that is it.
Creature must also make this saving throw whenever it ends its turn in the cylinder. Okay. If you're within 60 feet of the cylinder, you can move it as a bonus action, like spiritual weapon. 60.
Yep.
Okay, I got you.
So Drogar, at this point, Drogar is like taking a knee, and he's right next to Olaf, and he goes, Olaf, keep firing. I'll hold the light here.
Hell of an entrance. Okay. Anything else, Drogar?
That is it for Drogar's turn, yeah.
Kaz! Winnie, you're on deck.
Holy shit. Wait, well, oh my god, what the fuck do I even do to follow something like that? All right, let me grab my mini.
You kill the fucking giants!
Oh, right, obviously, duh. Well, I do know I want to take, I want to use my Path of the Totem Warrior will let me take my dash as a bonus action, so that'll make me move 80 feet from my entrance, which will be right into the daylight.
Does your dawn...
Oh yeah, does it affect allies?
It says each creature.
Oh shit, okay, then I probably want to stay out.
So you probably don't want to end your turn.
Okay.
So you can move into it, but it's not when you enter it. It's just when you end your turn. So you can go in and come out.
I think at this point, it's effectively the same for me to just stand up there. Which will mean that I can make an attack with I can make attacks with my javelin.
Chuck 'em, babe. Chuck 'em.
My javelin.
Transfer that weight through the back foot with them.
Exactly. You know. Okay, so
Only because of you.
all right, Trevor, remind me, when the range is 30/120, 30 is the first range increment.
If it's past 30, it's at disadvantage.
Okay. All right, so it'll be a disadvantage unless...
Did you have enough movement to like step into it and then step out and get yourself in the 30? Okay.
I could have perhaps, I don't want to do the math right now, but I could have perhaps moved into the range where I would not have disadvantage, but then I wouldn't have enough to move out. So
Gotcha.
So I'll take it at disadvantage then. Oh, also, actually, I can't do any of that because I can only move that much. I can only dash as a bonus action when I'm raging. So I will enter a rage. I will take my full movement, which is 40 feet, so 5, 10, 15, 20.
And you can still make it. It'll be disadvantage.
Disadvantage either way, but I'm going to enter a rage.
There you go.
And because they're so far away, I will attack recklessly, which should counteract.
Yeah, it'll just be flat.
Okay, so
D&D. We're playing D&D again.
look at us using rules and game mechanics. Okay. At a very, very quick glance, do one of those two look a little bit more?
Yes, number one.
Do a little bit closer to death?
Yes.
Number one. So I will throw a javelin at number one. Dirty 20 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do.
Okay. So that's going to be 11 damage to that to number one with the first javelin.
Great.
I will throw a second javelin. 18 to hit.
Yes.
Okay.
Got to believe.
That one will be max damage.
Yeah.
So that's...
This is also on number one?
Yes, also number one, 14 points of damage.
Hell yeah. Your javelins impact into the flesh of these undead giants, and they don't even take notice.
Sure, okay. She'll draw a cactus down by her side and roar at them, and that'll be my turn.
Great. Winnie, you're up.
Oh boy! I'm appeared. So since I was up on Drogar's shoulders, let's say we arrive, he casts Dawn. I kind of like hold on tight as there's like a big like casting of Dawn shudder. And then as soon as that settles, I jump off Drogar's back and land on Olaf's back.
Yes.
Yes.
And as I touch down on Olaf's back, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds.
Hell yeah. Yes.
And I'm going to do a Cure Wounds at, let's do a little bit higher level Cure Wounds. Let's do a 3rd level Cure Wounds. Let's take 16 back.
Hell yeah.
16 back for
Thank you.
Olaf. And then from Olaf's back, I'm just gonna reach up and then throw a hand forward, and like some of the frost on the ground like melts away, sizzles into dust, and I'm gonna cast Spiritual Weapon over here.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna hit number 2.
Send it away.
I won't hit number 2, but I will try. I will, 14.
No.
No! Well, I had the Spiritual Weapon over there now.
Bounce off its rime-frosted skin.
I'll give Olaf a little squeeze.
Yeah.
Olaf is emboldened, and he just is like, "Oh, you're fucked now!"
I love that attitude because now it's the giant's turn.
Run away! Sorry, dude. I was one shot away from death before. Now I'm feeling great.
Oh, great. Okay, good.
Number 4 comes in, is going to throw a rock.
Well, the first thing number 4 is going to do is give me a save.
Oh, of course it's when he ends the turn there, he will.
Yes, correct. Sorry.
Yeah, that's good. It's good.
So the last thing he does.
The last thing he does.
Yeah, so
Never does.
he's going to come in. He's going to chuck a rock. He's going to chuck a rock at Kaz.
That's right.
That's a 23 to hit.
Yeah, that'll
Or a 22 to hit, rather.
Yep. Oh, well, in that case, yeah, still a hit.
My queen protects me.
That's right.
I've always liked being behind a strong woman.
Yeah, come on.
Damn right you have.
Where's that drop? Where the fuck is that drop?
You'll get it when you deserve it.
Oh.
You gotta earn that drop.
Okay, so that's 27 points of bludgeoning damage.
Which will be reduced down to 13.
Yep. Sending another, like, spear, this one, sharpened sides like graphite or obsidian flying through the air, crashing into Kaz. All of you dodging out of the way as these, a pelting of rocks comes flying through the air. Number 2.
Kaz looks at all of you and says, "Duck," as a rock just impacts on her back.
Oh.
Did I see that image? You turn and the rock exploding against your back.
Oh, and we get
as you
showered
say
in
duck.
pebbles.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
The rock scatters around you.
That's sick. Oh, Jesus.
Comes up, bearing down on you, Kaz. And
Bring
as
it, you big
moves,
fuck.
it moves over. And it drops its maw wide, tilts its head back, and then throws it forward. As an icy breath emanates from its open maw and showers down upon you. I need a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Come on, you're so good.
Wait, is that
you are
is that a
showered.
weapon? Is that a...
Just you wait. As you are showered in this, like, necrotic, icy spray emanating from its mouth.
This might hit all of us.
Wait, necrotic ice?
Okay. I do not get advantage on these, but
Just Kaz.
crazy high.
For now.
19 on the die for a 26.
Yes, ma'am.
She makes it, and you feel the warmth kind of like sucked from your body, but you manage to bear down and fight through whatever it's trying to do to you. Number 1, he's gonna do the same thing. He again tilt head back and give me another Constitution saving throw.
Oh, my God. Oh, no.
12.
No. You managed to bar your way through the first one, but on this second one, as this like cone of frosty breath washes across you, Kaz, you feel your joints lock up. The rest of you just see her bathed in this icy blue torrent of like fiery ice wash across her, and as it dissipates, you see Kaz as it locked in like a popsicle, completely frozen in ice. Kaz, you are paralyzed until the end of your next turn, and you are going to take... Yikes.
Is that all you got?
Oh, I hated that.
44 points of cold damage.
Jesus Christ. I don't like sitting next to Kay anymore.
And you are frozen like an ice sculpture.
Christ.
3, can you just move 3 to the edge of the map, please?
No.
I don't want to.
This one's going to target you, Olaf, with a rock. 29 to hit
Yeah, that'll hit.
for...
I'm on Olaf's back, if that matters at all.
Mechanically, no. For only... Well, I say only 23 points
Jiminy fucking Christmas.
of bludgeoning damage. That's them.
Wait. How much was that?
23.
Okay.
Uh-huh. You all right?
No.
Yikes. Okay. That's the giants. We are back.
Saves.
Yes. Yes. Thank you, Ned. So 2 of them.
Yes.
Those 2 will take it. What's the save?
Constitution. Con.
Sorry. But nat 1. So that one's going to fail, and 11,
Fail.
16.
Ooh, meets a beats it.
Oh.
Yeah.
16 meets a beats it.
So one will take full, one will take half.
One is going to take 28.
Hot dog.
And the other one is going to take 14 points of radiant
Come on,
damage.
let's go.
Mathematics.
It's tense. That's the end of the turn, which means bursting from the edge of the forest, Asher emerges.
Oh, come on, help!
Asher, hardly good.
Actually, I think seeing Kaz freeze and then hearing movement behind us, I will turn back and be like, help!
And he says, oh, well, good. I thought that this trip was a bit too dull. And he pulls 3 arrows from his quiver at once.
Oh, yeah.
And just, he does the, there's a term for it, but I can't remember. There's a lot of research about this, about how the archers used to hold multiple arrows in their hands.
Yes,
and
I've seen
only
this.
pull the string back just a little bit. And they could like rapid fire arrows.
Like the legends tell of like an archer who could like jump from a high rock and shoot 3 arrows before he hits.
Yeah, there's a lot of artwork from the Crusades of you see them like holding multiple arrows in their hand. Yeah,
I've seen that shit.
Yeah, right?
It's cool as hell.
Badass.
And so he just like 3 at a time, throws
Hell
3
yeah.
arrows all at once. Net 20. Let's go, Asher. Let's go.
Thank God for the NPCs.
Seriously.
Okay, 12 on number 2. That's the first arrow. Second arrow will also hit 6 more. And third, that'll hit for... Yeah, so... Fantastic. That's the end. We are back to the top of the order. Olaf, you're up.
Kaz is frozen in front of me. Ugh.
Pops a Kaz.
Yeah.
Kazicle.
So I'm just going to take a step to the side just to give myself a clear view. And 1 looks more damaged than 2, right?
Correct.
I kind of want to fuck with 2, but I think 1's also in range of hitting Kaz. So I'm going to go after 1.
Mm-hmm.
Just going to take my sharpshooter shot at it.
Shoot away.
And I'm also going to use a superiority die.
Yep, let's go.
Attaboy.
Do it, buddy. Do it.
Precision attack is the actual move. So that is now 17 to hit.
That'll hit.
Nice.
Okay. 8 plus 10, so 18 points of damage for the first.
How's it happen?
The hunter is focused in. And so now he's just in kill mode and he just like squares in. I think he goes like center mass of this one, like right for the heart, and just like heart shots it.
Yeah. And it goes with such force, it like pierces all the way through, like in one side, out the other, maybe you like carrying the undead heart with it on its way out.
Oh my god.
And it drops to the ground.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And now I'm going to shoot at number 2
Yeah, fire away.
with sharpshooter. That is an 18.
That'll hit.
Did having a second child break Tyler's die curse?
Oh! Lucky landed!
Oh, look.
Yes, sir. Land Magicorn Kanter.
Oh my god! I love you so much.
I call him Lan all the time.
I fucking love
I
that.
love that.
I also like calling him Lando Calrissian Kanter.
Yeah.
Stop!
So another 21 points to number 2.
Woo-wee.
Okay.
Jiminy.
And then I'm going to step up next to Kaz. And that will end my turn.
Fabulous. Drogar, Kaz, you're on deck.
I know what I'm doing on my turn.
That's fair.
And I think, too, like, I put a hand on the frozen Kaz, and I'm like, I'm with you.
Yeah, you just go,
Yeah. Start rubbing it.
We see Drogar as he focuses in with the mace in the air and his eyes roll back white and it moves over number 2. 60 feet, up to 60 feet it moves and you see the light come over on top of, I'm not going to draw it out, but
No, I got you. Yeah. So it'll be including all 3 of them.
all 3 of them are included now, and then Drogar with his eyes white is going to guiding bolt number 2.
hell yeah.
Send it away.
It's a natty 15.
That'll do.
24 points of radiant damage.
Hot dog!
Get him.
And that will end his turn.
Blasting into the undead frost giant's flesh. Kaz, you're up, but you're paralyzed.
So at the end of my turn, I break free, right?
Correct.
Okay, that's my turn.
Yeah. So yeah, Olaf's feverish breath works and breaks you free.
Yeah, so I feel like maybe at the end of my previous turn, she throws a javelin and then gets frozen and then gets unfrozen and it's dead and goes, ha, got him!
That's great. All right, Winnie, you're up.
Okay, I am going to hop off of Olaf's back, hit the ground, throw my head back, and howl!
Yeah!
And I'm gonna boss of werewolves this, so everybody's gonna get advantage on their attacks from here on out, and then I'm going to try and hit number 4 with that spiritual weapon.
Go to
21 to hit.
Yeesh.
All right, 11 force on number 4.
Yes, ma'am. Anything else, Winnie?
No, that's it.
Okay, that's gonna bring us to the giants. Number 4. We'll throw a rock at Mr. Drogar.
All right.
But we'll miss with a 12.
Nice.
I think Drogar is able to, like, he's kneeled and he sees the giant throw it, and at the last second his eyes go like normal and he goes, huh, and he just kind of like rolls over on his
Combat
back,
rolls, yeah.
kind of holding it up.
And ending his turn, he is going to make the save, which is a 21.
Yeah, that's a success.
We'll take a half.
22.
22, so
Halved,
11
points of radiant damage.
Fabulous. Number 2 is going to attack.
I have to roll a concentration check. Yeah, I passed.
Okay, great. Number 2 will attack Olaf.
I stepped up to defend my queen. That's fair.
There you go.
That's fair.
That is only a 14 to hit.
Oh, thank God. The
Miss. Dodge is 1. Second attack.
Oh, fuck.
That will hit with a 27.
Ah, that hits. It was cool being alive for a little bit.
Oh, wow.
24 points of bludgeoning damage.
And Olaf is down.
No! Slams down on a fist, like collapsing Olaf to the earth. You see his fist raise off of Olaf's chest as he lays motionless on the ground.
God damn it.
The Strahdcast features Campbell O'Hare as Winnie, Kay Devine-Jones as Kaz, Ned Iannacone as Drogar, Tyler Kanter as Olaf, and me, Trevor William Fayle, as your DM. Somebody's watching me. It's Patreonity. Brah! Special shout out to our newest patrons, Joey Be Good, Kawhi, Emily Eiffel, and Christina Ruscio. Welcome to the party.
Oh, hey, it's Patreon Corner with Campbell, but first it is YouTube Corner because I am back on the editing up full videos of our Strahdcast sessions grind, so there is a video waiting for you on YouTube right now called Our Saddest Night of D&D. Go check it out if you're caught up on the Strahdcast. And leave us a comment, leave us a like, help us get the word out. Okay, now it's back to Patreon Corner. We now have Darkened Tides, our first Patreon exclusive campaign, available now at the Artie's Animal Companions tier and up. And the next episode is coming out soon, so here's a sneaky peek. We must separate now. I feel so attached to you all of a sudden. We met so soon, and then we got in a deadly fight, and then we were arrested. We were in prison together. I feel like I don't want to let you go.
Claude is already walking down the street.
Meanwhile, as ever, at the $5 tier, we have a backlog of over 80 episodes of our Strahdcast after show, Goon Talk, which means that if you subscribe at the $10 Artie's Animal Companions tier, you're getting 2 Strahdcast episodes on your main feed, 2 Goon Talk episodes, and an episode of Darkened Tides on Patreon every single month for less than $3 a week. Come on! Also available on Patreon right now is the full text of La Morena Barovia from the Strahdcast episode 47. Subscribe and steal it for your Curse of Strahd campaign, and enjoy our 2 most recent unboxing videos. One for Otaken, the lovingly crafted storybook transcription of Winnie's birthday arc, created by our friend Rachel with art by Lazyfire, and an unboxing video for our very first Hellmouth High themed gift, some seriously cool book dice trays themed for each character and handmade by our friend Chelsea. At this moment, there are 607 posts available to you on Patreon, so join the ranks of our over 250 patrons and check it out. The next episode of the Strahdcast comes out on May 25th. Until then, long live the Alliance of the Silver Bow.